Okie dokies. It's Saturday, you know what that means. I'm filming something. We're in TT Combat. Tabletop Gaming, Scenics, Industrial Gubbinz we're going to look at. But first things first, we're going to do the Industrial Gubbinz set. Because it intrigues me, because you've got these slightly thinner and more flimsy pieces with the solid pieces. And I just want to see how it's going to go. So, we'll get these out of the way. And we'll look at it. So, firstly, we need a weird and wonderful shape. So, I'm going to put those to one side there. We'll leave those there. I need, I believe, one of those. One of those. Well, actually, I'm going to need two because we're making two of them. So we'll take both of those out. There we go. We'll take both of those out. Let's get that out. Remember to get your flash off. Right, I also need what looks like an upside down U piece. We need to find the upside down U piece. Where is the upside down U piece? Oh, it's there. Okay, there's two of those as well. Oh, they're these pieces here. They're actually quite stiff. Where have I left the cutty thing that I used to cut things with? At that point you've lost your knife. Here it is. Right, let's just get that small piece out of the way. So there is the peg. There it is. And there's that one. We'll just cut through those. I'll clean those up in a second. And we'll do the same with these two, I hope. Now, their bit is on a different position. I'm hoping you can see this. I actually can't see the camera in this new mount. But I know it covers the whole of this blue board, so I'm hoping you can see it. Right, there we go. Let's just clean these up. There are quite a lot of bits on this. 1, 2. Do they go the opposite way? No, they look like they go the same way. And now I've done that, they're actually the wrong pieces. I need the bigger versions of those. They are for something later on. Right, where is the bigger one then? No, they're small as well. Oh, hang on. They're here on the other one. This is the problem with instructions. They never actually tell you which piece they're actually on. So we'll just clean that up. Clean that up. We'll get this one built. So they go together like that. So one on top of the other, and this bit slots up the middle. Now, I don't know about you, my brain is going, we need to glue those together. Let's just have a look and see if there's a base piece. There is a base piece. Let's find the base piece. That is this section here. We'll just pop those out. Yet again, there's two of them. Put it to one side, and then that slots into there. That might need a little bit of a file, but there we go. Just get that in. I am going to glue that. That is sitting fairly flush. But I think we'll just stick a dab of PVA on the inside of that just to hold it in place. Right, I'll get the other side built and then I'll be back. Okay, so now we're on to the wheel itself. Now, this bit's fairly solid. But we need this outer ring, not the inner rings, and we need both of them. So I'm just going to cut these free carefully because this is quite thin in comparison to the other one. It feels more like paper than wood. I could be wrong. I'm usually wrong, so you know. Then we're going to glue these on here, and then I believe I found the next bit. It's like a square peg that goes through the middle. Right, I'm looking at these going, oh, there is actually two sets of these, which I find weird because there's only one. Oh, there's lots of different wheels for lots of different bits, and oddly the instructions, or the destructions, depending on how you feel about it, don't really give you a lot of information apart from this piece, which we're doing in the moment, and one of the other bits. So we will see. Yet again, this is TT Combat stuff. I think we all know I like TT Combat stuff. I do. Right, so this bit, these rings get glued to this outer edge. Here is the glue. So we'll just put a dab. We don't want a lot. This is just PVA. Well, Expo fast set PVA. It's what I was using last week to do the new shelving unit, which is obviously there and you can't see it. Can you see where I've gone wrong here? It's a ring. Doesn't need to be in the middle. It's just needs to be round the outside. And to anyone of a certain age, round the outside, round the outside. Right, let's get going. Let's just do that instead, around the outer edge. And then we'll put this in. And we'll cry about the fact we messed it up later. We're not going to cry about that right now. I'm just going to use my finger to wipe off the glue. Because, you know, I do my fingers. Well, we'll get rid of that. Flip it over. Same on the back. Remember, don't put it in the middle. Just the edge. I am quite literally just wiping the nozzle against the wood to try and reduce the amount I'm using. I like drumming noises. Right, there we go. And that's on. There we go. Nicely built. Let's find the next piece. The next piece is dum 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 dum. I saw it a second ago. I've lost it. No, right now. Oh, there it is. So this piece here. It's got the squares in the middle. I'm just going to pop that there. Pop that there. Hopefully that will now fall out. There we go. I'll just clean it up a bit. And then we mount it in the centre of the wheel, and there are two pieces that go either side of it, which look like small circles with squares in. Found them. So one is here and the other one's there. So we'll just pop those out. Hopefully. I don't want to pop the rest of it out. Now, I don't know what the rest of it's for. This is the thing. There is a lot of bits on here for different stuff, and I think it's just gubbins for around your normal builds. So you've got what looks like different styles of platform you can put in, and other bits and pieces. Now that's why those lines are on there, because they will sit, yep, they sit on those lines. So we'll just do a bit of a wipe on the glue here. Just like that. I'm going to slide that along one way to the centre. There we go. I'm going to slide this from the other end to the centre, and then we'll slide this last one to its point. Make sure they're lined up with those lines, and they are. And this mounts in here like so. Now the next question is that all it does, or is there another bit to go on it? And no, that is it. So we can quite honestly glue that in place like that, and it will spin. It will still spin. So I'm going to put some glue in these quickly. We'll just go splodge. Do the same on the other side. Splodge. Now glue's going to spurt out. Thankfully it's white glue, so it is see-through. Make sure they are centred. Push that in, use my finger as a stopper. It says as the MDF starts to shatter in his hand. Do the same on this side. There we go. Let's just use the points to hold it. And done. And we will now leave that to dry. And move on to the next one. So this one looks like we're just building a girder. Centerpiece, outer piece. Just slots together like that. And there are 3 in the pack, or on the sprue. And done. That's it. And with that you get like just a metal girder, which is fine. It'll makes good scatter terrain, or just general junk for around your battlefields, because we do run with a lot of very plain and basic battlefields quite often, and as such you can have girders and stuff. There you go, pile of girders lying around, so it gives you something to dodge or be dangerous terrain. Right, what's the next bit? Okey-dokey. This bit looks like an air vent of some description. Annoyingly, the block here, if you can see, snapped as I was sorting it. So what I'm going to do, actually, just zoom in slightly on this one. There you go. So yeah, that, as I was taking this out, just here, it broke. But I think it's the wrong one, because it's not the same length as those, but I can't find another one, which is mildly annoying. So we're going to say it's that and have done with it. Right, fairly straightforward. Peg in the hole, fan on top. That's it. Now that to me looks too long and is sitting out too far. Well, this one I bet you is the shorter one and fits properly. Right, let's try and just mend them back together with force of will. Oh no, it's not going to go. Yeah, maybe it is the wrong one then. I don't know. But this is me, and I get things wrong all the time. Let's put, oh no, that did go. There we are. And we'll just slip that over the top. Maybe. Maybe not. Ah, goes. Oh, they just sit out a little bit proud. So with these ones, yeah, again, I would glue them, but I think you want to cut those tabs off, because according to the instruction manual, I'm waving at the screen, you can't see that, they are actually flush. So, but, you know, we'll see. There we go. So this one, it looks like a heating duct system. So there are your pipes, and they slot in like that. They come in a pair. That goes in there. Oh, you've got to remember to file these edges, because they get frayed and damaged. So remember to, as always, just slight angle the edge, even if it's a little bit, just to get it to slot through the gap. You're going to glue it anyway, hopefully, but it makes it a little bit nicer to go in. He says, failing miserably to actually get it to fit in the hole. Yeah, that didn't go to plan. Let's just cut the edge slightly. Just that. Are we in? No, we're not in. No, we are in. We're kind of in. It's kind of in. Remember, this is MDF. It is rather flimsy and can be a pain to work with. So it's slightly warped. That's fine. There we go. Now, this bit has a second plate that sits on top of it. So we'll glue that in place, and then we'll slot that in, and then I'll go away and do the rest of it. There we go. Boom. and those hopefully fit in there. Now when they're dry, they should sit quite neatly glued on the side of the building. Right, I'll get the other ones done and then we'll come back. Okay, you've got to watch out with this one. They are windows, look, really zoomed in now. They're windows, but the grey section that goes around the outer edge are actually different sizes. Now, I'm going to try a trick that may work or may not work. I am going to basically stick this in here to get me some glue on it, like that, and I'm just going to kind of rub it on and place it. They're the wider ones, you see. Now let's do the same thing again. These ones are thinner for the I don't actually know what these are, I'll be honest with you. There are a lot of things in this gubbin pack that I don't really understand what they are. I just thought it looked cool, so we're just going to do that along there, and gently and carefully put that on the outer edge, like that. Right, I'm going to do the rest of them, stick on one side and back on it. So I got those glued on. What I did is I put a small amount of glue in a tray, and with a cocktail stick I just wiped it. Now, the next bit is this L-shaped cabling piece. And if you get it the wrong way around, it doesn't fit. So we've got to watch out for that. So, make sure it's the right way around before you do it. This is now going to confuse me a lot until I get where it should be. I had it. Here's the annoying bit. Before we does it? There we go. So, and there's two sides to this. So the lines go towards the outside, plain bit on the inside. I'm going to use the cocktail stick and run glue along the inner and the outer, and there's two to do. And then I'll be back once I've done this. Okay, we're going to go into the last three bits all in one go, because some of this I feel is a bit dumb. Now, there's loads of stuff left over that there are no instructions for. But we have instructions to build what looks like a flywheel. So it's a small peg into one of these, and then one of these kind of wheels that just locks over the top. Obviously, glue it in place, and that would sit like that. And then there's the longer version where we use one of the longer pegs. Now, has a square block, goes in, then you put your flywheel on the other end, and then for some reason we use this piece. You just mount it up like that, and it sits like that. I skipped these are just barricades, a couple of feet on the bottom. And then there's the last of these girders. Now, it is a case of running glue along the edge on both sides. This has been sat in this pot slightly too long now. It's probably starting to go off. And then one of these pieces of card stock stuff just along the edge of it to bring it up. Obviously you want to sand your sections first. I've just been working on this. I've just taken everything off the sprue to see what else we can do, and yeah, there's so much stuff left over, so much. But obviously you can stick them on your scenery, you can put them on building edges, you can do all kinds of things with them. What's going to happen, I'm going to go away and sort this video out, and I'm going to upload it, and then for next week we will build the other slum. I will show you how to build the square slum. I will get the rest of it built as well. I'll do that off camera, and then we'll use some of this stuff actually on next week's build. Also, we may start sticking it on the old builds as well, because I got a lot of stuff. and there are so many pieces. I really love this. This is just a grate. I'm trying to work out where I can cut a hole to put that grate in. These fans as well. These also come in the grey one. See. So where I can use those. That looks like a control panel for a door just there. I've got a door I can put it on. All these different cogs and outer sections. I'm fairly sure if I really put my mind to it, I could make like a clockwork system running along the wall. I've got, ooh, there's another cog. These floor grates, with hex groups in them. These edges that I've still got to bang all the in between out, just for ends of houses and air vents. More air vents. There are so many air vents. These girders, these air ducts. That just looks like a piping system, and you can just have it on the side of the building, and it's going to look awesome. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this. If I can find some wiring, I might think about trying to do. It still turns. See, I might think about having it set up with a cable or something. These things, they're out of one of the flywheels. Completely useless, but I'm fairly sure they would look good. Maybe set up on the edge of a building like a logo or something. Like that. You know, there's so much to do and so many things I can think of, but we've got that. I've got no idea what I'm going to do with that. These cables, these things, they look like they could fit the cables off parts of in here. If I put my mind to it. There is so much you can do with this kit. And I'm going to have great fun trying to find out where to use it throughout all of the builds. And then, obviously, once I get the game finished, you will see in the photos all the things I've done with them. But you'll also get introduced to them as I go through. Right, so that's the end of this video for this week. We will do the slum shanties next week. And I will also try and use all this in that video as well. As I say, I will only be building the square because you've seen me build everything else. And then we'll see what we can do to make a proper rundown looking city with what we've got. And then what? I've got some ideas, but you're going to have to wait. Until next time, have a good day. Have a good weekend. Have a good, I'll see you later.